Hi friends. Hello. Hello. It's center time with Miss Youmans right now. How are you doing today? Good. Good. I'm so happy to see you. Today we're going to do two things. We're going to work on a math lesson, and then I'm going to do a small reading today. So today we are trying to determine in our math lesson who had more. Who had more? So we're going to count. Okay, and I'm going to get this ready for us as best as I can. I want you guys to be able to see and count along with me, okay? So, let's go ahead and see. Here we go. Okay, so it says page, and it gives us the number 5. So let's go ahead and count that 5, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me see that. And the way I like to count is I like to cross the items I'm counting off so I can remember. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Paige had 5 flowers. Okay. Next it says Drew has 3 flowers. So let's count that 3. I'm going to use blue for Drew. And 1, 2, 3. And the same thing with Drew. I'm going to cross off my flowers when I count for Drew as well. 1, 2, 3 flowers. Drew has 3 flowers and Paige has 5. So who has more? Who has, more? Well, there's another way we can still look at this. We can take our number line and we can count. So we know that Paige had 5, right? So Paige had 5 and she's in pink. So let's go ahead and we'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Paige had 5 flowers and Drew had 3 flowers. So let's go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3. Now when we look at this, can you tell me who had more? Let's go back to our worksheet. So did Paige have more? Did Drew have more? Or did they have the same amount? So let's revisit our number line. And Paige is in pink. And she goes all the way out here to number 5. And Drew is in blue. And he stops at number 3. So Paige had more. She had more with the number 5. Because 5 is more than 3. Good job, friends. We have another one we're going to do. This time we're counting birds. Clean off my number line so we can use it again. And the same thing. We'll use pink for Paige, okay? And it says Paige has 3 birds. Let's count our number 3 first with our dots. 1, 2, 3. And then let's go ahead and cross off our birds for Paige. 1, 2, 3. Paige has 3 birds. Then it says Drew has 6 birds. Drew has 6 birds. So let's count our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's go ahead and cross off our birds. Drew has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds. So, who hears more birds? Does Drew hear more birds? Or does Paige? Oh, sorry. Or does Paige hear more birds? Who hears more birds? Well, let's revisit our number line again. So we know that Paige is done in pink, and she has 3 birds. So help count with me. I'm listening. 1, 2, 3. Good job. And it says that Drew hears 6 birds, and Drew is in blue. So I want you to count again. I'm listening. A little louder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Drew's line goes all the way out here, but Paige's line goes here. So looking at this, when you look, can you tell me who has more? Let's revisit our page again. Sometimes it's good to go back and double check. So, Paige hears 3 birds. We have 1, 2, 3. Good job. We're going to cross them off again. Just let's recount. But we're going to go this way. We're going to go opposite of the way we went before. So we'll make an X. 1, 2, 3. 3 birds. And then Drew, we'll do the same thing. Let's cross him off opposite and make X's. Let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking at this, we can see there's a lot of blue X's and just a few purple X's. So when you look at this, who do you think hears more? Does Paige hear more? Does Drew hear more? Or do they hear the same? Drew hears more. Who hears less? So we see that there's less amount of X's here than in Drew's spot. So do you think Paige hears less or Drew? Let's revisit our number line. Paige is in pink and her line is smaller. Her line is less than Drew's line. So who do you think hears less? Paige hears less. Good job, friends. All right. I think this is our last math activity. We are going to ask, Paige sees skunks. Stinky skunks. How many skunks does Paige see? 5, 6, or 7? Let's count. We'll use pink for Paige again. So we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skunks. So Paige sees 5 skunks. Next it asks, Drew sees bugs. How many bugs does Drew see? Well, we're going to do the same thing. We'll just take blue for Drew, and we will mark through his bugs. 1, 2. So out of our choices, do we see 2? 2. That is our answer. Nice job, friends. That was a lot of fun doing a math lesson with you today. Okay, next I'm going to read a book. And it is going to be The Princess Fairy. The Princess Fairy. Okay? And it says, every day, Princess Fairy looked at her list of children's wishes. The very first wish was from Samantha. I wish I could dance like a fairy tale princess. I'll go and visit her. Princess Fairy decided to visit her. Princess Fairy went to the ballet school where she knew Samantha had a dance lesson. Princess Fairy? Samantha was tying the laces of her ballet shoes, getting ready for her ballet lesson. Turn the page. Samantha was happy she was a princess fairy. I wish I could dance like a fairy tale princess, whispered Samantha. Princess Fairy waved her wand. Your wish is granted, she said. Here she is waving her wand. Samantha began to dance. She felt like a real ballerina. You dance just like a fairy tale princess, said her friend. With the help of a special friend, said Samantha, waving to the Princess Fairy as she flew off and out the window. And that was the end. That was just a little book about Princess Fairy and a girl named Samantha. So, I really hope you enjoyed our center time today. Mr. Peanut joined us for a minute. Can you say hi to our friends? We're going to get ready to say goodbye to them, okay? We'll say bye, friends. Say bye, friends. We'll see you next time. We'll do something fun again. Have a great day.